Good evening and welcome to my kitchen. I am Bee from Thermomix and this is a little recipe for those of you that are dairy free. It is not a vegan recipe. It does include some egg yolks. So I'm just going to walk you through this dairy free chocolate ice cream recipe that is available on Cookie Doo. If you need to locate this recipe, it's actually in a collection called Beat the Heat, an Australian recipe on Cookie Doo. So just have a look for it because it's non-dairy Mexican chocolate ice cream. So the reason for the inspiration with the Mexican is because there's some chili in it. Now, if you're not interested in chili, that's okay. You can eliminate that. Don't worry about adding that in. So let's get started. It is a simple recipe. Well, I'll walk you through this thing. It's super easy. Something to think about is the first ingredient it calls for is 200 grams worth of dairy-free dark chocolate. All you need to look for is something that is above a certain percentage for your chocolate. And obviously no milk solids in it, obviously then eliminating it from being dairy. So I have this fantastic chocolate that I get. You can get it from specialist stores, but I actually got this from Costco and it is a vegan chocolate. So I'm gonna pour in 200 grams of that. Just make sure my machine is tared. All right. I was a little bit heavy-handed, whoops. All right, and then what we're gonna do is actually grate that up. So 8 seconds, and that will be on speed number 8. And then the next step we need to do is scrape down those sides and add in another set of ingredients. So I'll just show you what this looks like. That's your grated chocolate. So put that in. And then what we're going to use, I didn't have the milk version and I thought I'm going to see if the cream version works because it's calling for 500 grams of coconut milk. So unsweetened version. I'm just going to pour in my coconut cream. So it might make it a little bit richer. I'll see what the family think of it and they can let me know, but just adding in, so it'll be a tin and a bit. So here we go, 500 grams. And then 150 grams of sugar. I am going to be using raw sugar, just my normal raw sugar. Lovely sweet treat. So obviously this isn't going to be available straight away. I have to wait overnight for the end result, and I will show you a picture of what it looks like when it is finished. So 150 grams worth of sugar, and then 4 egg yolks. So I've gone ahead and I've actually separated those just so that you know you can use those egg whites to make some meringues. So be adventurous and try that. I will give you a couple of tips when this is busy cooking, so about those meringues. All right, the next ingredient, it is optional. It says a pinch of salt, and I will be adding it. Salt always will bring out the flavor, so and enhance it. If you don't want to have the salt, it's okay. It's literally just a little pinch. And then what we'll be doing is cooking this for 8 minutes on 90 degrees Celsius, and that will be on speed number 2. Now, I'll walk you through the other part of the recipe and I'll give you those tips about the meringues now as well. Just to let you know, at the top right hand corner there's an option on your TM6 that says preview. You can tap on that and that will then walk you through that process of what the next steps are going to be, so you can prepare and get some items ready for yourself. Or there are 3 little dots that are horizontal and you can touch on your recipe details so that you can go back to that first screen that you looked at and actually scroll down to see what we need to get ready. So I'll run through those ingredients. It's a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground chili, 1 tablespoon of your natural vanilla essence or extract, and then 2 fresh chilies, but that will be for your garnishing. So like I say, if you're not interested in chilies, just eliminate those ingredients, so the chili powder and the fresh chilies. But if you love your chilies, then absolutely add that in. So I'm going to run through this. This cook time is 8 minutes, so there's a bit of time. I will explain to you the end of the recipe so that I can just let you know what it is, because I don't want to let you guys hang around for 8 minutes. But after this has finished, so after those 8 minutes worth of cook time, you're actually going to then beat that up. So on your instructions, it says blend this for 5 seconds on speed 4 to 7. And what you'll do is gradually increase it from the speed 4 up to speed 7. So you're just going to turn your dial every couple of seconds, obviously. It's literally 5 seconds. Alright, then what you will do is add in the cinnamon, the chili and the vanilla, and blend that for 4 seconds on speed number 5. So basically the instructions, if you read them, say to put it in a thin, shallow, like a tray, but I'm going to be just using my Thermomix, which is available on the Mix shop. These are for Australian and New Zealand customers only. So if you'd love to get yourself one of these to put your ice cream in, absolutely do yourself a favor. This is a fantastic investment. I should have had these years ago, but obviously I didn't know how to make my own ice cream. So definitely, so just to let you know, the recipe calls for putting it in a shallow tray. And then what you would do is something similar to having like a gelato, where it says to cut it up into pieces and then put it back into a clean bowl. Once you've cleaned it out, obviously after a couple of hours it has solidified. You want to bring it then back out of the fridge and do that process of breaking it up and just mixing it up. And that, if you're really interested and keen on not having any crystallization, I would say do that. I'm going to experiment and try without that. I know, because obviously it doesn't have any cream. That's why they are asking for that. But like I say, I'm going to experiment and see if it gives me a good finish or a good end result by just placing it in my ice cream container. If you would like to follow the steps for what it has suggested on the cookie dough recipe, just follow on towards the end and it will explain that. So once this is done and it's frozen and it looks fantastic, I will take a photo and show you the end results and let you know if my boys give this a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm sure it will be a thumbs up. So I hope you guys have had a fantastic day today. If there's any questions about this recipe, feel free to contact me and I'll be happy to help. Before I go, just to let you know, 36 months interest-free is coming again soon. So I'll keep you posted. Have a look at my socials and I will let you know. All right, so chat soon, everybody. Have a fantastic evening. Take care.